We open on a sea of masts. But different to any similar scene seen previously, here on these docks, gone are the sort of quaint and traditional wooden docks with fishermen's huts and thatched. No, here the docks are metallic, heavy industry, a heavy fog of smog actually sort of darkens and yellows the sky just enough to be noticeable. Here we find ourselves at one of the main construction ports of the Caroline Empire. Its name and location redacted for our purposes, for here is the center of the power that the Caroline Empire holds upon the Aetherial Sea. Just on the other side of this massive portal that allows them access. We see upon one of the docks Captain Grasha. She is in full military garb, ceremonial. And at her side, her menagerie. Pax, could you describe what does an Imperial uniform look on a lizard man?
It's relatively ill-fitting because the Imperial uniform has a buttoned-up collar. Everything is crisp up top to display the ranks of those wearing the uniform, with Pax's frills especially. It looks off. The way it would have been cleared up would be a more stripped down version of it. There isn't that much golden or yellow thread in his rankings badge. It's just a mark. The uniform is still that same cut. He still holds a function. But the buttons are just copper buttons. With his trousers going straight just back to the slacks for him. His uniform is a contrast, even though he does seem uniformed up.
If you are ill at ease in this sort of standard dress uniform, you're not the only one. Grashat seems to take some pride at looking at her officers, all of them non-standard sizes and shapes, as opposed to the humanoids that walk on these docks. Now granted, the Empire is not a monolith when it comes to neither genders nor species. However, having so many non-traditional humanoids, let's call it that, together in the same with the same ranks is a sight to see. Not shocking, but certainly unusual. As you wait at the edge of this dock, there is a small podium set before with a lectern. You have been made aware that you are about to be rewarded for your efforts, for Grasha's efforts, with a new commission. The surprise has been, well, you know the name of the ship. You know its class. It is a man of war. It's called the Triumph. And by its history, well, it's a good ship. As you're waiting underneath the sun, in line, there's a whistle as step from a nearby corner an admiral with his two aides. The admiral is this deep blue, sort of ram-horned tiefling. Who sort of steps up forward. He has a sort of his aides are holding a stack of documents, and as he moves up to the lectern, one of his aides, the aides with the basically sort of sets up everything, as there is just a courteous nod and a handshake, a shared salute with Grasha. All of you salute as you've been drilled many times now. I think there's a moment where there's excitement among the officers and the other sailors that have decided to join Grasha in this transfer from your previous ship. But Grasha seems tense. You've known her enough to know that something is not right with her, sitting right with her. And as you look to Karen is not left Grasha's from her sight. Very much in that way where you're expecting Grasha to cause trouble. You've seen this, right? Before. Grasha is of this very even temperament, at least on the outside, but when she boils quick. And violence is quite often an answer. That alone tells you something's not necessarily wrong. And I think if you try to push to try and understand what's going on to Karen just shushes you. Says, "Stay, just don't move." The Admiral moves up to the lectern and starts a speech. Long, pompous, talking about history, values, about the triumph and its victories. And that's when you maybe start to understand something unexpected, because what he's talking about a lot is about legacy, history, tradition. This has been part of the crew had already been transferred onto the ship for this particular moment. For almost as timed correctly, the ship sort of moves just behind you, behind the Admiral, throws anchor and very much in this sort of ceremonial way, ritualistic even, as the papers of commission are handed to Grasha by this Admiral. There is a salute, but you can see that Grasha, her knuckles are white as she grasps the paper. Her jaw is set. She is taking this very badly. And that's when the realization hits you. Because now that you can actually see the triumph, cleaned, repaired, fresh off the repair docks, this wooden ship of legacy stands alone in an armada of steel and industrially made ships. Grasha has been given a man of war, has the honor of now directing a crew of 100. But on a ship that is no longer to the standards of the Empire. Legacy, inheritance, but put to the side. You will be sailing a museum piece out onto the Aetherial Expanse. Pax, Farron. First of all, friends, welcome. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We're excited. Sorry.
Welcome. Yes. So, and you're muted, my love. Let's just start that off the bat.
Nice.
Right.
It's because I was coughing earlier.
Welcome to tonight's session. Shall we do a little bit of a recap to just so that we can set the tone for what's an understanding to what's going on right now. Previously, your cook Tessa had brought to Pax's and Farron's attention the fact that she might have spotted a person that she suspected to be an agent of the Caroline Empire, hiding among the druids, working the soil among the druids. After having confronted Astrea with this news and you sharing that news with Captain Almond and First Mate Hazel, it was decided that you would investigate. Both as a measure of maybe sort of politics, as to not show Almond, basically sort of to see, test with regards to your capabilities in a way. See, you know, you brought the news, you found it, you deal with it. That kind of thing. You decided to split the party into two groups. Astrea and Gizmo, you decided alongside Tiberius to go and try and find this Bayleaf. To find the quarters of this Bayleaf person and inspect as much as you could. And you did find a small hidden box or puzzle cube or something along the puzzle box within an ornate desk, which Gizmo promptly took apart, because when you can't solve the puzzle, just smash it.
At least let the record tell that I tried to.
You did try.
Okay?
You did try.
I
Yes.
at least attempted. Thank
Yes,
you.
Unfortunately, as you opened it, you failed to notice the small silver thread that had been sort of set inside the and the small carving of a bell on the inside. But you had found a journal which, by the cipher inside, confirmed that this was Imperial script. And you had also found a loose page from a journal from what you know to be a half-orc artist that had been rescued by the Blood Lilies a while back, called Dander. The other group, led by Farron and Pax, sort of seemingly in the background, keeping an eye out. Farron, you confronted Bayleaf, or met with him, and had sort of a conversation about beginnings and renewals and, you know, that kind of thing. Noticing that there were a couple of aspects of him that didn't seem to stick. Calluses on his hands that were in the wrong place for somebody who was just a farmer. The same way, Pax, you found a lot more about cabbages and how to handle them in these sort of weird weather and situations. At some point, Bayleaf took leave of you, Farron, almost abruptly, and headed towards the building that is just on the edge of the gardens. As you followed in, both of you find yourself confronted with Bayleaf and two other druids. Let's call them that. And as you entered, but definitely they are talking, right? There's been some sort of tense exchange between the three of them. But as Bayleaf turns, sees you now with Pax at your side, Farron, He reaches a hand towards his belt, utters a phrase to his two companions. Harpy over Wayward, Manticore to Hero Ascendant. Now. And now I'm going to ask you to roll for initiative. Unless you wish, as you can see that the two other, let's say, druids or accomplices, one seems to head for the door to the north, and the second one seems to go towards the back of the room.
Okay.
As Bayleaf seems to stand his ground, again he's going for something maybe in a small satchel at his side.
Mm-hmm.
So you have an action here to do if you want to sort of. This is going into escalation. If you wish to try and de-escalate, you have an action now, or we just roll into initiative.
Who is the one that is closest to a door at this point?
I mean, you can see that. Can you see the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, in order to help the others see, I'm going to move this particular. That's not it. I'm going to move a token so that you can actually, so that the others can follow along. Here we go.
I would like to ask my dear DM, what did Bayleaf say exactly? Harpy over Wayward, Manticore 2?
So, the text is Harpy over Wayward, Manticore to Hero Ascendant. I will put it in your player notes should you wish.
Yes, please.
There we go.
Yes, please.
Pax is jumping into action. He's not a de-escalator. He's usually an escalator.
Astrea and Gizmo, can you see
What's happening inside? Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
And actually, I will do. Okay, so you're just rolling for initiative. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pax is not a de-escalator. I don't know what Farron will do, but as soon as someone starts dashing, Pax is making the same movement after them.
Why do I have? What did
I suppose asking for a cup of sugar would have been a step too far.
Gizmo and Astrea? Why are you here in initiative? Oh, did I forget to clear? Crap.
I think you forgot to clear it.
I forgot to clear it. Okay.
It's moral support initiative.
So, Farron, did you roll for initiative? You're okay.
I just did.
However,
I do have alert, so if you want to switch it up a little bit, Pax, I am happy to have you take the lead on this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I rolled a good old. Is that a nat 20 that I rolled, or did I just?
Well, you have plus 5 initiative,
15.
so you rolled a 15
yes,
plus
15,
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for.
For some reason, I can't see my dice roll physically anymore in D&D Beyond.
They're working on it, and it is weird right now.
Okay. You know that they've been working on it? Anyways.
I know that they're actively moving things around all over.
So it might be
in the Beyond. So I'm not surprised about the fact.
Let's get our viewers at home to join us on this particular map. Right. So. Technically, Farron, Pax, you have the jump on them, as they did not roll well. They really did not roll well. And you know what? Let's give this a bit of ambiance. Let's go for this one.
Get in the mood.
Okay, so Farron.
Right.
Basically, you can see this one. This one is basically going that way, and this one right here is going towards the back.
Okay, so the one that is heading towards the back, I would like to target this gentle fella.
Yes.
And I am going to target him with my finest Eldritch Blast, and this being a repelling blast. Should it succeed, I believe I get to push him around a little bit and away from the door, which is the idea that I'm going for.
Oh, okay.
That,
So
of course,
this one right here, you're going to push him. You're okay. You're firing at number 1 there.
I'm firing at number 1 in the hopes that if I connect, I get to knock him essentially off his feet, or at least push him away from the door towards which he was dashing.
Okay.
We are going to start with that in a nice little attack roll. Did that work
That's
out?
a 19 to hit, I'm seeing. So
Good.
That is actually indeed a hit. You can click on those damages.
Sweet.
Right.
That's
okay,
solid.
that's an 11. That. Oh, right, because you got the. Okay, you've got Genie's Wrath as well. Oh, everything's calculated. It looks nice, so nice. Right. So you push him 10 feet.
Yes, indeed.
You push him 10 feet, head over kettle over the table, and technically, he's bloodied.
Good to know. And then this was an action, I believe.
Yes.
So if for my bonus action,
You know what? I'm gonna have him roll a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. So despite you basically launching him back, he literally somersaults with that energy, and lands on the other side of the table on his feet.
on his feet. Okay.
On his feet.
Interesting. So that was my bonus action. For my action, I hope I'm remembering this correctly and I can actually do this. But bonus action Misty Step, and I would like to reappear next to the door up top to cut off any possible exits.
Sure. You could have even done
Is
that
that-
with your movement.
Well, in that case, I'll do that then.
But if you want the shock and awe, definitely go and spend that.
Yeah, let's spend one of.
Keep the Misty Step for when you have to run behind them.
Yeah, let's keep my leveled spells, of which I have so many as a warlock.
Yes.
So yeah, that's my movement. I have one action. Do I want to use an action?
No, you
I
have
believe-
your. No, you spent your action.
Sorry, bonus action. Sorry. Bonus action. Yes. Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Always a good idea.
Let's put on that.
Nice. Okay. Good. 10 temporary hit points for Farron.
Okay. Perfect.
And
I mean,
that's my turn.
you'll be able to. Right. Pax, you're up.
Right. Okay. Pax is going to run right here next to Bayleaf. Nobody make me slash tendons today! Stand still! He shouts out as he moves forward, definitely with still aggressive intent. And as he goes forward, for Farron, this is a threat he will make good on. There is no doubt about his tone and about the way he moves. In his motion, his jaws are bared towards Bayleaf. I need everyone, all three of the enemies, to roll me a intelligence saving throw DC 14.
Okay.
As I activate my dreadful Shroud Corsair ability.
Okay, that is intelligence.
He's doing diplomacy the violent way.
What's the DC? You remind me.
DC 14.
14. no damage. However, status frightened. Let's see. Okay. The two novices or the two agents clearly not affected at all. You're just confirming the fact that they need to run, I guess. How about, let's see about Bayleaf. Intelligence save. That's a natural 18.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Okay.
I mean,
okay.
these guys are well, let's just say they're rolling well, because they should not be this
Buff?
no, as in they have a +1 and a +2 in their intelligence save, so it's not
That's fine.
Right. Okay.
That's fine.
Story.
I'm gonna do bonus action Hungry Jaws on
Okay.
Bayleaf.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. So that's a 16 to hit. That is a hit. You can do the damage.
All right. That's
That's
9
nine,
damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna action surge.
Of course you are.
Of course I am. Now the question is... Bayleaf is not bloodied yet, is he?
Oh no.
He hasn't been touched yet. I
No, he has been hit.
Well,
He's
I've just
taken
hit him
damage.
for
Yeah,
9
yeah.
damage. Did they respond at all, or is it just they just continued their motion, unaffected by Pax's words, or do they give any verbal response? Or
I think they've acknowledged the shout, but do not seem to be affected supernaturally. Right.
right? Okay.
There's definitely they've heard their objectives and they're still on objective.
Ah, fuck it. Let's try it again. Now with Bayleaf's blood in my jaws, probably still as my maw is around his clavicle.
Okay.
Stand down. Bit of drool coming out as Pax lets it come out. That's another dreadful shroud, so they need to do another save. There we go.
there
Now
we go.
we're talking. Now we're cooking with
Okay.
gas. All three of them have the frightened condition.
So the frightened condition, in this case, they cannot move closer to you.
Correct?
Is that? Actually, let's have a look. Please, somebody find me the frightened condition. Because I think considering that things have changed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Coming right up. Ability checks and attacks affected. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. Can't approach. You can't willingly move closer to the source of fight.
Okay.
Of fear.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Mechanically, I know this does not do much from stopping them from leaving the room. However, I am doing the flavor of trying to instill the fear of Pax in them once more.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. At this point, something... Yeah, I think that first shout where you're going, wait, this is not working, I need to sort of change the tempo. Again... I'm gonna actually roll. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a what the fuck is this, right? There's a I maybe rolled for recognition, but I don't think a 12 is enough. Right. So that's your turn?
That is my entire turn. That's my yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, the veteran. Yes. Okay. So he's basically so to the back, right? He had been fiddling something with his bag. He pulls out the but he's still in his other hand. He still had that sickle, right? So he's gonna go and basically attack you, Pax. He's gonna swipe twice. Technically, it's just a dagger, but he's gonna make 3 attacks.
Okay.
Right. So that is 1, 2, 3. Why are you do?
All at disadvantage.
Why are you doing this to me? Attack breakdown 1d20. Interesting. Why do you? Okay, he rolled 2 7s for the first attack. Is there any way I can make this? Okay. Oh, right. I could just click up here. Let's try this. Sorry, new spell sheet. So I'm trying to. Okay. Oh. So that second attack is a 9. The third attack is going to be. I think he's gonna use Fortune Favors the Bold. It is a thing that a certain amount of times a day he can choose to have an advantage on a d20 roll and add a d6 to the result. So that is definitely what he's going to do. So he's going to just roll normal.
Yep.
That is dagger attack. Okay, an 11. However, to that he adds a d6. That's a 12. That's not getting through your AC, I think.
Nope.
So yeah, but I think he just sort of slashes at you. Again, pretty much in shock. That piece of slashed shoulder probably getting into the way as well. But with the other one, he brings out what you just see, a small cylinder. Which he again, it is. While you hear metallic clinking, it looks to be maybe sort of wooden or something along those lines. And he sort of twists it, drops it to your feet, and there is a small hole. There are 2 small holes on either side of the ends of this, as basically smoke starts to erupt from it as it spins, as he basically drops in a smoke cloud. So, right here. Can you still see your tokens?
Yes.
Okay. However, both you and Farron, you are now in the heavily obscured. As the fog cloud is centered upon you, Pax. So I'm gonna just turn off the vision here for now. Which means that that's going to be his turn. He is going to move 15 feet this way because you cannot see unless you have. Do you have blind sight?
I don't have blind sight. I do have devil's sight, which allows me to see normally in dim light and darkness, both magical and non-magical. But I think this is obscured. So
this is heavy obscurement. So this is
right.
Which means that you.
So there's no attack of opportunity at disadvantage anymore?
No, because you need to be able to see the target.
Check.
Okay.
And this guy is going to. Basically scatter that way and scramble. That is going to be Farron.
Okay, so smoke bomb. Someone trying to get away. Do I recall what exits there are? There's the door that I came through. There's the door that I moved next to. Is there another one, kind of like that I can, that I noticed when I entered this, whatever this room is?
No. once you came in, no, this is a fairly enclosed space. The only exits, I would say, are the doors that you came in from, the door that you were standing next to, which you have heard. I'll say this: I will give Farron, I'll give you an attack of opportunity as I think the door opens, so you know it's there, right?
Okay.
So I will give you, because you have that sort of sense. So I'll give you an attack attack of opportunity there.
That sounds good. I shall take that. Let's go for my actions. That's going to be one hit with my dear. Yeah, let's go with the rapier, which I believe is my currently equipped pact weapon.
Okay.
And we
what
have
is their
okay,
AC?
good.
Yeah, you can do the damage. You basically, it's that thing where you're trusting the sword more than your own senses.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I think the rapier or as in you basically stab through, and there's a cry as there's a cry out, and you hear a slump.
Well, one less person to interrogate.
Well, technically, they're out of combat. Doesn't mean it's necessarily lethal.
Okay.
We'll roll. We'll roll death saves for him to see. A single death save to kind of see if you killed him, because it was literally a blind shot in the dark.
That was my reaction, I suppose. Attack of opportunity. No, it was just an attack of opportunity. No,
that was technically your reaction from last turn. Now it is your turn.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. So I.
But yes, you can feel that there's a body slumped at your feet, basically.
Okay. I am going to first. I'm going to go for movement back towards the other door, trying to block off kind of like passage there. Double up essentially with Pax, or where I assume Pax might be, and so that's. I'm guessing that's 20 feet of movement. I'm going to try to see if I can get outside the door, and essentially, if anyone comes out, I mean, trying to catch up with them, and still an eye on what's going on inside. So just at the door.
Where are you going? Okay.
Just at the door.
Just outside the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Where basically you come head to head with the spy as he sort of close. I think he shut both doors, and as you opened one, and it's basically just face to face there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was so very rude of me. And I stab him.
Okay.
Reminder for the players, because the characters are supposed to know that, but the players might have forgotten in between sessions. You are not covered by any authority, so if the outside see you attacking one of theirs, it might cause problems.
Yes.
That is true. In which case, what I'm going to do, since I'm just outside, I'm going to do something that I am very good at, and I'm going to try and grapple the guy and just pull him back in.
Okay. Go for it.
Which I know that grapple has changed in.
So
in
grapple
24.
is now. So basically, grapple now is a saving throw rather than an actual attack.
That's what I thought. I have a +2 on strength.
So it is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength bonus.
Proficiency bonus right now is +2. Strength bonus is +2. So
that'd be 12.
We are talking about DC 12.
DC 12, and they can either do a strength or a dexterity saving throw, which is definitely going to go dexterity because he's got a +5. That is a natural 18. As you try and grab him, this guy is an eel, and immediately goes, "What's going on? Who are you?" To the alerting the other druids that are sort of turning around, going, "What's going on?"
At which point, I try and split-second decision, and I scream, "Traitor!"
Okay.
And so he is up.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes for either of you. You know what? Make me a. I guess this would be performance.
Performance or persuasion, I guess. Either one.
Right. This would be. I guess as you wish. This would be persuasion or performance.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got a +6 on persuasion and a +4 on performance. So if you let me pick,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go. All right then.
Okay. Oh, actually, I should have had him roll with advantage. Actually, I'll have that. That would be deception. Interesting. Okay.
Nice. So that's 14 on the die +6 for 20.
Yeah, and he got a 19 on his deception check. So
Fun.
things are not over yet. As in, it's too close for people who are going, what's going on? This is too sudden. But that's your turn.
Okay, yeah.
Pax, you're
Fair
up.
enough.
I would say there's enough of a hissing sound that you would understand where this little canister is. As in, pretty much at your feet.
Ooh, shit. Trying to think about doing something clever with the canister.
Oh, wait, not you.
No, I think Pax probably also heard the body slump in the direction
you
of the
heard
door,
the-
because this is a bit of a cramp. Yeah. And heard Farron run here shouting in front, so he's assuming Farron has that one. There was one more that Pax knows of. So he's going to move... well, I can't even see it on the picture again, but I'm just going to do it. Pax is going to do a tiger dive forward, remembering there was a table in his way that he can't see anymore, to make
Okay.
sure he doesn't slam in the table. Trying to get out of the smoke with 15 feet. Does this make him out of the smoke?
That will put him just still in the you're just in the perimeter. So maybe
Still in the
just
perimeter.
another 5 feet would be you would be out of it.
Right. Do I see the other guy from here? Or-
Make me a perception check.
Ooh. Not my forte. That's a 2.
No. I guess he was quick enough. No. You feel that you've seen him sort of run back. You maybe heard the steps, but right now you cannot see him. However, you do see the body sort of lying halfway, just at the door. The door had been going to open, and he's just slumped there on the with smoke coming out of the door. You can hear, by the way. Actually, let's see if the door is open. The door is closed. So Farron managed to sort of get him before he opened the door, and any. However, with the air current, there is a distinct possibility that there is smoke is coming through the door.
Obviously. I mean, we're not going to get away sneakily with this. Pax needs, obviously, targets to be incriminated except them. Is that guy still alive that's at the door?
You want to go and have you're gonna
Yeah,
check?
Pax is going to have a look. Yeah.
Okay. Make me a medicine check.
Let's go. I'm proficient. Oh, my days. It's not my day. That's a 10.
Okay. A 10 is enough to stabilize him, so I will say yes.
I want to stabilize him because he's still KO, but stabilized.
Yeah, but like I said, this medicine check was basically determining if the character was still, but the NPC was still alive or not. He is alive. He's been stabilized. I'll consider that as well. But yes, it very much. Just if I can shout out the reference, that moment where we all know in the Lord of the Rings extended editions where Ian not Ian McKellen, God, the other one. Come on.
Christopher Lee?
When Christopher Lee apparently responded, I know what it sounds like I know what a stabbed man sounds like.
Yeah.
That is very much what Pax, okay, I heard a stabbed man there.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, he's downed, the wound sort of between sort of maybe just underneath the lower ribs, right? Just enough to sort of maybe hit one of the lungs. But yes, very bleeding profusely. But yes, you managed to sort of stabilize him.
And just tie his own shirt around the wound really harshly. And then with my last 10 feet of movement, I actually dive back into the smoke, where I still hear the from the little bomb.
I'm going to ask you a dexterity saving. Make me an acrobatics check, just to see if you get hit by the table or not.
Acrobatics.
That's 22. A 22. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, yes.
All right. Can I use my bonus action to kick it and hopefully kick it out the door?
Make me an athletics with disadvantage as you're trying to. Basically, this is you kick. Would this be an unarmed strike? You're not trying to destroy it. You're trying to kick it in a certain direction.
I'm trying to kick it in a certain direction.
God, with the bird combat last night and this one right here. Make me an athletics.
Athletics?
Yeah, and we'll consider that. That's a 6. You managed to. Yeah, you kick it. I think you kick it in the. Roll me a d6.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. So basically, you kick it. It shifts to the right from your end, so it sort of ends up here.
Right.
So it doesn't end out the door. Actually, no, it would end close enough to the door as Farron. The smoke is now sort of pouring out from the front of the. So I'm going to take another 4 token. Here we go. As this is going to move basically here.
And it just became a theatrical production.
Smoke machine.
So Pax, you're still very much in the smoke, but as it sort of moves, it lingers. It's a bit clearer now, at least in this part of the room. The agent is on his turn. Again, so the smoke is not completely obscured yet. It needs time to set, especially in this open area. But he is actually going to cry, "Fire! Fire! These people have set the barn on fire!" And so he is going to not only bonus action disengage, he's going to full action try and pull a deception. God, okay. Clearly, nobody's listening to him because that's an 8. But he is going. But he is going to disengage from you and run.
All druids, they all have a nose for fire.
Hmm?
They're all druids. They all have a nose for fire.
Okay. And I think this agent right here is going to make a stealth check. Let's see. Actually, it'd be more athletics in this case. I'm gonna take fortune advantage. I'm gonna take the advantage and the d6. That is a 15 plus a d6. That is an 18. As Pax, I think make me a perception check. What's your passive perception, rather?
11.
11. You do. I think your ears perk up as you hear scratching coming from the end of the room, sort of around here, but you can't see anything.
Okay.
Farron.
Yes. Do I still see kind of like our supposed baby kind of like holding us?
So he disengaged, which means that he sort of moved out of the way, so no attack. But I think it's still in the fog. You can see where he's gone down the path south. You can hear him scream in that general direction, but you've got no real idea of where he is, how far he is.
I'm going to try nonetheless, and I'm going to try and go after him, and essentially scream in my best authority voice, "Stop that man!"
Okay.
And
wanna go run?
attempt to win. Yep.
Okay.
What would you like me to do? As
I'm going to move you. So I can move you 20 feet down. As you do so, as you sort of step out of the fog, he had sort of put up his sort of scarf around his nose and had prepared an action. He's going to hit you with three short sword attacks.
Lovely.
I do understand that you are protected, but
I do. He doesn't.
The first attack, he's going to do the Fortunes Favor the Bold, so he's going to have advantage on his first attack. And that is a short sword. That is a crit.
Ho 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 ho! Yeah.
Shit, that is a waste. That is a wasted Fortune Favors the Bold. But that is definitely crit damage. You're joking.
That's... Oh.
Wait, 2d6 plus 3. That is a double.
You rolled snake eyes. You rolled snake eyes.
See,
Okay.
This is why.
This guy deserves to get caught.
We don't mind.
Yeah, so you take 5 damage. He takes 5. How much does he take?
Oh yeah, Hour of Agathis. So this fella gets me to. Let me read. How many spells, people?
How many temporary hit points did Armor of Agathis give you?
10.
10. Fuck. So he takes 10 cold damage.
Whatever. No. Wait a minute. This is the new version. So I gain 5 temporary hit points.
Right.
If a creature hits me with a melee attack roll before the spell ends, just did.
Yeah.
Creature takes 5 cold damage.
Yeah, and then it's done, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a level 1. Because you threw it at level 1.
Oh no, and I think it's more. Yeah, both. Yeah, it's because I cast at level 2, so I did get 10.
Twice, yeah. So it's double. Yeah, it's 10.
Okay. I did say he was going to do 3 slashes, so he's going to do the other 2 now. This one is going to be automatic. So number 2, that's a 23 to hit, and number 3 is another crit.
Oh,
Dang!
man!
Does not like that I made him.
No. So that's the second shot is a 9. So he but he did take 20 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
And the crit damage is going to be. You're fucking joking.
Both crit damage were lower than the regular strike damage.
Yeah. So that was so in all.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
So you took 5, then 9, and then another 8.
Yes, 5, 9. Ooh. Okay. So given that
Armor of Agathis is gone.
Yeah.
You lost your
5, 9, 8. I lost 12 hit points. So on top of the
normally just all you need to do is
Add
add you put it in your stats, right? You put temporary hit points 10 and then just put in the damage and it'll calculate on its own.
Right. And then the damage, which you said was...
So, it started with 5,
Yeah.
9, and 8. I'm starting to think that this short sword is actually a trowel.
Could be. Could be.
Because he hit you... I mean, technically, he hit you good.
Yeah.
You're almost bloodied.
15, yeah.
Oh, God, son. Yes, he's basically fighting a trowel. But those trowel hits were straight to the throat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's doing with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's doing tricks with that thing. It's just not... Pax, you're up.
Pax quickly shouts, "Farron, you got him?"
Yeah!
Sadly enough, Pax used to work with a group called the Menagerie, and they all had weird voices and cries, so he will not realize that something's going wrong, and he's also in the heat of chase. He's going to risk running forward to the sound of scratching that he heard.
Okay.
And without subtlety, because I had a roll before and I didn't see anything, he's going to rip the bear's rug away to see if it reveals anything.
Okay. Make me a either perception or investigation check.
God damn it. I have other people being perceptive for me, people. I have 8.
I will say this: the scratching, as you pull out the bear rug, there is nothing underneath. However, you do hear the scratching from inside the chimney.
Amazing.
As this very slender spy is scrambling up the chimney to get away from on the rooftop.
Pax is a very slender lizardman, and he will quite literally he hasn't drawn a weapon yet, so he just goes on all fours, and you just see one of his webbed hands hit the corner, the other corner, and then the foot goes, and I'm gonna go... oh no, I will draw my boarding axe, because it sounded really cool, but I don't have a climbing bonus as a lizardman. So I am going to draw my boarding axe and climb up the chimney after him.
Okay. I'll say this. It'll be your action to climb up. So your movement, you can climb. It is too narrow to actually use the boarding axe as a weapon, but I will allow to use it as a climbing tool.
Right.
To give you the climbing speed. And yes, you do see him. I think that's enough to get you sort of close up. As he was sort of trying to stay. He climbed up, but he was trying to be sort of forgotten there. And then yes, you just jump. It just go up. So if you wish to make an attack, it'll have to be with your bonus.
Yeah, I can do that. I have hungry jaws.
I know.
So I lodge my axe between 2 pieces of stone that is jutting inside the chimney, and I just lunge myself up, arms down, just shark-like, like going for his tendons, as I promised.
Literally the opening trailer for Jurassic Park.
Pretty much. The megalodon coming out of the water.
Yeah.
That one.
And Pax going, flavored meat. Smoked meat.
Smoked. Okay, make me an attack. That is a 22. That is a hit.
That is 5 slashing damage to his tendons.
Okay. I'll bring him. Yeah, there you
Yes. That's my movement action and bonus action.
Okay, by the way, how long does that fear effect last?
Oh, right. Because I have two different ones. This one they can roll at the end of every turn.
Okay.
Same DC check to see if they can get out.
Right, it's not going to be... I mean, the veteran is...
He can't see me anymore, so
Yeah.
he's also not affected by it.
But I'll still roll for them for the last... so, intelligence, right?
Yes, I wasn't thinking about it anymore because that
No
smoke bomb
worries.
sort of nullified the effect.
Yeah, they're still under it.
Nice.
For some reason, I would say as soon as they exit, the Imperial Agent isn't. But this guy basically, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I think Pax, as he latches onto the lower leg, will probably go, surrender and I won't have to do it again.
Okay. It's going to be the. Oh wait, Farron. You had. I forgot your turn. It was your turn when
Oh,
he
yeah, he
slashed
just-
you, right?
yes.
I skipped your turn,
Right.
so go ahead, please.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I can slash him right back. And I'm going to try and go for, yes, my own rapier, which is not a trowel. Let's go.
That is a 9.
We do not
That
like
is a miss.
this. So yeah, trying to clutch my throat.
As
kind of
he's
like after
basically,
he kind of like-
as you sort of slash down, he sort of parries with the trowel.
God, that's a visual. Okay, that was my action. Do I have a bonus action worth a damn? Bonus action. Fuck it, bonus action dagger. And I'm going to try and go at him with it. Not exactly my finest work, but
Actually, I'm not even sure
Nope.
you can. Because I don't think your rapier is a light weapon.
true.
Doesn't
That was the
matter
whole-
in this case, but
That was the whole point of the scimitar, which I used to
Yes.
have as my...
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. In which case, no, I am...
I mean,
I don't think there's
I
anything
think with
else.
a bonus action, you can actually change the shape of your weapon.
Ooh. I can conjure, yeah, bonus action, conjure a pack weapon in my hand, which means that I am going to turn my my pack weapon. I'm going to shift it from a rapier to a scimitar to have the dual wield option.
Yeah, that's
Cool stuff.
or you could turn it to a polearm and you have reach.
I don't have a polearm yet, and I don't think I know how to wield it.
That's the best
But,
thing about packed weapons is that you instantly know how to use them. You technically know how to use every single weapon. It just takes you a bonus action to change.
Come, I haven't played a Pact of the Blade Warlock before. Fun.
Somehow,
But yeah.
and you see, this is the knowledge that you have that you did not know you had, and yet you forgot how to cook. Okay, so nonetheless, it's going to be the agent now, who is going to. I just need to see bone. Right. So, cunning action, he is going to dodge. So, disadvantage on all the attacks against it. And he's basically sort of crying out for help, all the while trying to slash you with this trowel. Short sword trowel. That's 3 attacks. That's 1. That's an 11. Okay.
He's troweling me again.
Well, traveling trowel. What's your AC is 14, so that's only 1 hit. For 6, as he slashes you again. And he's definitely playing the victim here, right?
Okay.
He's the way that he's doing this is He's sort of off half. He's dodging your attacks, but in a way where almost sort of very in a Jackie Chan kind of, oh, he's attacking me and I don't really know what to do, and yet he manages to nick you sort of across the thigh, sort of as he's mixing to sort of slipping on the.
God, I could have just used Armor of Agathis again. Never mind.
Sure.
This is.
Though I think
the next
now he
turn.
would recognize the spell. He didn't see it beforehand, but.
Right. Okay.
So
So
that was his turn.
6 damage. Said?
6 damage.
Yeah, Farron's not looking too good.
And as for you, Pax, he is going to. The agent is going to try and. I guess he's going to try and make basically 2 dagger attacks on you, as he sort of pulls out 2 daggers, sort of slashes towards you. These are sort of very slender, hidden daggers amongst his clothing. These are literally throwing daggers he just throws at you. At disadvantage, A, because you're in combat, and B, because he's scared. So disadvantage. A 1 is... Oh! Well, that second one hits. See, these are the guys. So that is a total of 5 damage to the snoot.
Pax always goes for the stronger ones. See?
Yeah. The main man was too busy kind of like farming pumpkins.
And he's actually going to try and dash. As he's going to try and scramble up. It's not going to be very fast, granted. But he's definitely going to, let's see, athletics. 12. Yeah, so he tries basically sort of scrambles up the chimney. You have the opportunity to bite at his ankle again.
Well, it's not going to be a bite. This time it's going to be the axe. Or do I
Disadvantage
really
then.
need the axe to be able to keep myself up?
It's just that it's not wide, right? You don't have the berth to sort of...
All right, then I'll just pull myself up and bite at him again.
Right.
I have advantage because he's frightened of me with my Dreadful
yes.
Shroud.
Go ahead. That is a 23. That is a hit.
6 slashing damage.
6 slashing. By the way, before I apply 6 damage, would you have wished to actually grapple him?
Can I do that with a
It's-
reaction attack? Because the other was specifically Hungry Jaws, my bonus action. I can't grapple with that. I've not actually really used my action to attack yet. I use my Dreadful Shroud
Yeah.
and I use it to climb and use medicine.
Let me. You know what? Let me have a quick look here. Change screens. Grapple as an opportunity attack.
Because isn't that what Sentinel exists for, defeat?
Yeah, exactly. So you cannot grapple as an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Plus somebody
I've just not
mentioned-
yet done an action to attack.
Yeah. No, it's somebody on Reddit mentioned that would just be that nobody would be able to move anyways, as everybody would just grapple. So yeah, 6 damage.
6 damage, yes.
As
Do I get the feeling that he climbs at full speed, considering that's what I do with my boarding axe?
No, he's no. The fact that he dashes means that he has his full movement, but he does not have a climbing speed. So he's trained, he's good at it, but he's not climbing he wouldn't be climbing at the same speed as you would. The druids are going to basically they're gonna have their turn. 2 of them here come here. Basically, he's trying to, as they've called out for fire. These 2 are going to run here. The badger is gonna lift its head up. It's going, what's going on? This one is going to run. They're basically sort of running towards you, going. It basically, it's whoa! What's going on? What's going on? I am going to have. Let's see. Where's my entangle? Here we go. Farron, could you please make me a strength saving throw, DC 12?
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Charming. Let's see. That's my saving throws. Did that come through?
No. Ah, there it is. That's a 5.
No, it is.
Well, that's promising.
You are restrained. As
Charming.
basically the druid that had been these two druids that had been sort of talking up on the bench, one of them basically throws sort of reaches into a pouch, throws seeds at your feet, and a series of colorful and flowery vines just basically sort of this would be I think they call them butterfly trees, you know, the sort of very thick hummingbird trees, sort of, and you have these sort of crawl over you and sort of completely blocked in.
Nice.
The other druid, well, the sort of bay leaf, I'm gonna have him roll for it as well, by the way. No, that's a druid. Let's see, strength save +2. That's a 10. So he sort of gets caught in it as well and goes, "No, not me!" Well, sort of struggles. As the druid goes, "Calm, you know how it is. We'll get this clear with the captain." He sort of throws in again the and so both of you are restrained.
I don't mind this.
They turn to the others. Take care of the fire, quick! Farron, you're up.
Well, as I am currently being restrained, and he specifically said that the captain will kind of like this, will check this, right?
Yes, that is what this particular druid has said. Yes.
In that case, I am watching the other guy, and I am not doing any kind of like aggressive gesture, and I'm saying, this one has betrayed you. Watch him. Do not let him escape. And I sort of like try and just nurse a little bit my throat and say, "Everything okay in there?" Shouting.
So Farron, I would like for you to make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage is still okay. Persuasion it is.
Wow. Okay.
That is still a 26, I believe.
That is it. Yeah, that is.
I don't know, 20, sorry.
20.
It's
That's a 20.
14, yeah, dirty 20.
No, actually, I see a 24 here.
Yeah, but
That
at
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Oh, true. What am I doing? So definitely, there's a
don't mind.
moment where the druid sort of looks at you as what? Captain Almond will take care of this, and basically you can feel their strength. You can make me a strength saving throw if you want to break out of their strengths.
I don't want to break out of those
Okay.
things. I am
So
okay.
just as you're talking, you can feel the vine sort of just compress you just a little bit more, as the druid is basically saying that's enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can also notice that the other two, this one here is basically going to be running, sort of started to run up to the front. This one here has brought the planting stick that they had. So this was the gnome that Pax had been talking to, and you can see that all of a sort of there's a shake, and the wood has gone completely opalescent. Shillelagh. As she goes, "I'll watch this one. You take care of the fire." Pax.
Does Pax hear all of this from this chimney?
Make me a persuasion. Persuade me to have heard something. No, make me a perception check.
Okay.
So
That's a nat 20.
Yes.
Wow.
High rollers. Hot table.
Yeah, somehow this
Hot table,
chimney
hot table.
echoes right. The acoustics
Hey,
in this
sound
chimney-
travel's funny.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop Pax from using his first attack action as a grapple, indeed.
Okay.
Because I have something funny planned in the chimney.
Okay. I'm going to have him make. So what's the DC on that strength save?
So that's 8 plus my strength mod plus my proficiency mod. So that is 15.
15. Okay, he gets a +5 out of with his dex save. That is a 9.
All right. So what I essentially want to do is I want to climb up to grapple him, but really just go like arms and legs around him, force him to let go of anything, and plummet with him, but his legs are first.
Okay.
I don't know how high up we are, but I just want to plummet with him down the chimney.
You're maybe at the lip. It's not going to do it. It's not far enough for you to actually do damage.
Yeah.
But it is enough for you to basically find yourselves both sort of. I would say you're sort of out onto the hearth. As you tumble out from the hearth.
Okay, as Pax tumbles out from the hearth holding this guy, the other one is stabilized. He heard people say fire, fire. Pax is just gonna cry out from inside, "There is no fire! There's only one of them lying to you! The one who cried fire! I need help!" Revealing his position completely.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check.
Yes. This is so good. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I have not yet
why-
mastered the art of terrifying people into helping me.
This is why you need Nestlings from Farron, right?
Absolutely.
The agent is basically going to try and break out. So that is a strength check. That is a 9. So he's still blocked in. So it does not much. The novice is going to again. I think he. Oh right. No, he made his check last turn. Wait, did I make his check at the last? Doesn't matter. No, he did not. He did not. I didn't have him do his intelligence save. Intelligence. Here we go. That is a 16. Okay, so clearly now that he's stumbled out, he's gonna he's got his senses back. That's gonna be 2 slashing attacks at you.
Yes, I just need to double check something real quick.
Yes.
Nope, all good.
Okay. 1 dagger, 2 dagger. That's an 18 and a 23.
All those hit.
That is 4 damage, and then another 4 damage.
All right.
Jesus. This one should be the master spy.
I said I need help!
The druids are going to so this one is gonna rush in. This one here rushes in as well. This one is sort of gonna, and this is the one who's concentrating on entangle. This door is going to open as 2 druids, muddied from the field just above, step in. Find this one of them basically sort of lying on the floor, sort of holding a wound, and already there's a healing spell that sort of charges up from the side and sort of places the hand on and the other one goes, "Wait, what's going on?" And again, is going to do the same thing, entangle on Pax and the other agent.
I think Pax, considering he's been a knock crew, as soon as the doors open, he's gonna push the grapple away and put his hands up.
Yeah, same.
Like push the guy away, still gets hit by the spell, and goes, "These two are cohorts of the one outside who lied about the fire."
Let's see, strength save. He's
I opt to fail my strength save. I'm
Noted.
not rolling.
But this one tried to save, but unfortunately the same thing. I think instead of vines sort of grasping up, it's the wood that sort of shapes around your legs and sort of almost sort of pulls you through the wooden floor. That's going to be the druid's turn as they enter, trying to looking for the source, but there's only smoke, no fire. Farron.
Yep.
Anything you wish to do?
How is the what's his name?
Bayleaf?
Bayleaf, thank you. I was at Bojack. No, that's not it. How is Bayleaf looking in his restraints? Because I don't want him to kind of like do a ninja escape.
Bayleaf is uncomfortable. But you can see, I guess you could make me an insight check.
Yeah, that's. Thank you. I was hoping you'd say that. Because essentially, is he the uncomfortable of someone? I want to see if if things are still going according to plan, or at least close enough to it.
17
for him.
You can see he's planning, right? You can see the movement at his eyes. He's eyeing different ways of escape.
Escape. So he's not like, oh, I've been trapped and this still works for me.
You don't feel he's the kind of person who would just sort of no.
Right. I am not going to oppose any resistance, as I've pointed out. At best, I'm trying to maneuver my arms in a more comfortable position, kind of like not get circulation cut off, whatnot. But I am waiting to see who is in the vicinity, right?
I think that there's a I think maybe at some point there was a whistle, but you can see the gruff-looking bear. So that was sleeping. So the car sort of move forward with a chittering, either a chipmunk or some sort of small squirrel at his shoulder. Which from where you can see, literally the squirrel is pointing in your direction as the bear sort of moves up. In your direction, sort of a grumpy bear. Pax, you are restrained.
Correct. Pax said what he had to say. Right now, the druids are there. He's no longer able. Like, he's done. He doesn't need to stall for time. He doesn't need to. He trusts Farron into convincing them. He said what he told the facts that he knows. He's pacified.
Okay. Let's put it this way.
Out of curiosity.
Yes.
I'm just trying to see because Farron is rough.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what the verbal, somatic, and movement. So no for Armor of Agathis, trying to get myself some temporary hit points, but no, I'm not going to do that.
I'll say this: you try and run a spell now.
Yeah.
There's a shillelagh waiting for you on that.
Yeah.
And the worst part is you might just get shillelagh'd with a reaction of absorb elements. So
fun. Very fun. Nope, I am living my entangled prisoner life.
Yeah.
He's living his best Zen life.
I think that as it is, things are pretty much moving. We're moving out of combat right now, right? As Pax, you've surrendered. There we go. Let's move to back to the music that I had previously. Okay, sorry, that was abrupt. There we go. Wrong screens. Yeah, I think that now there's enough commotion, right? Where the two druids that sort of came in found that there was no fire, found this sort of little sort of broken shell of an item. Seeing you, Pax, again, it's very much them wondering what's going on here. I am going to ask. I'm actually going to do something very, very sneaky. I'll only do it once. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. That's not the deception that I want. It's not the deception. Where is it? Seriously? Okay. Right. Okay. There's enough druids around here that are, and the idea is they don't know what's going on. But the main reaction is generally, we wait for the captain. We'll get this cleared up. As such, all 6 of you, one sort of, again, so he's been healed. You're basically forming sort of almost a line, sort of either sitting on a bench or I think you would be sort of kneeling in the garden, right? As in, you two, the other 3, one blackened with soot next to an almost blackened lizard. Farron, I think your wounds would have been stabilized, but not healed, right? And again, you would have been all 6 of you would have been the subject of an entangle spell, and there is enough menace from the overlooking bear behind you that says if you resist this, it will not go well with you. It doesn't take too long, about maybe sort of 10, almost at most 15 minutes, until you see coming up not only Captain Almond and Hazel, but Gizmo and Astrea as well, as they sort of were jogging up the road. I'm going to place everybody. Let's place you all here. Let's clear this X and grapple. There we go. There we go. Like this. And if you wish...
Oh, I can see my token was moved, but my field of vision remained the same.
Yeah, that's because of this. Now, normally, everything should be right.
No, now I see nothing.
Oh, interesting. It's because I have not given you your vision back from...
You've taken away my eyes!
No!
I am blind!
That was... Okay, yeah, of course. And because you had the inside vision with the shared beacon... yeah, okay. I do not have... I do not believe I have tokens for... Wait, do I have tokens for... It doesn't really matter, I guess, but... Okay. Yes, I do. I have tokens for both captain and... There we go. So pretty much this is the setup as it stands right now.
As Pax is... Actually, no, not going to do it. Never mind, continue.
Hacks up the chimney is just... I'll keep it for the after show, but it's giving me sort of like the worst Father Christmas legend kind of...
Here comes Krampus.
Yeah, but that's the reverse Krampus. It's the Krampus that's the Krampus that wants to get out from the chimney. Yeah, I think that so Astrea, Gizmo, you meet up with Almond and Hazel as they're as Almond sort of looks to you, Astrea, and goes, well, considering that there's been a call for a fire up there, I guess your people weren't too subtle.
Astrea coming in onto the mess that is probably is, will look at Pax and Farron and then go, Pax, Farron, you alright?
Yeah, pretty much.
Little beat up, but has to be expected from Imperial spies.
Good. Now will you please explain to me why I come into such a mess?
Well, hello. Well, I was having a chat with this fellow over there, pointing kind of like...
it's very much this guy.
Yeah. And we were talking about pumpkins, actually, and then he walked off a bit abruptly, and I followed him in to see what was going on. And he was talking then to these two people, said some very interesting, almost gibberish, and then all hell broke loose. And he detonated some sort of smoke bucket thing and tried to make it look like he was being attacked by me. And we managed to... stop them, and then we were all tied down until you could clear this up and vouch for us.
You can see that one of the druid, the druid that sort of rushed in to sort of take care of the fire, has in their hand you can see the sort of small mechanism, right? It looks like it's like a wooden. It would look like almost like a wooden egg, right? But it is sort of cracked open, and from inside there's just pours just a last little bit of ether, right? Just this sort of smoky ether sort of pools in, it sort of slides along. Inside seems to be a mechanism of maybe sort of like a spring and sort of broken up glass. This was found. There was no fire. Well,
That's the first lie.
Well, Bayleaf. It seems that, and all of you have heard you cry. All of these people here have heard you cry out fire. Clearly, that is not going well for you. For any, Bayleaf is staying silent. And he's there. The other two, and he's gone stone-faced. The other two as well. The one who had been sort of slightly healed, that had fallen to Farron, you can see is sort of sitting uncomfortable. You can see that the wound has. Whatever bandages that were put, the wound hasn't necessarily reopened, but it is still very sort of maybe raw and uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. they also are completely silent.
All right.
They spoke in code. Harpy over Wayward. Manticore to Hero Ascendant. I'm assuming there's Harpy, there's Manticore, or the other way around.
Or something else entirely. Good memory. But
DM, do I recognize the code from the Imperial code that I couldn't decipher, but that was in the book or not?
No, so the what you found in the book was literally a cipher, as in different characters,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it's so
Sure.
It's not a written code. It's a cipher.
it is, yes, it is a cipher.
Okay.
But you've seen enough of them to recognize that this is an Imperial cipher, definitely
Yeah.
used as Imperial coding in a way. Doesn't mean that you actually have the cipher to decode it. Well, Bayleaf, Melia, Tio, anything to say in your defense? The three sort of stay silent. Well,
not that I haven't done this before, but could you please let me out?
Alman sort of turns to you, and I'm gonna have you make an intelligence saving throw.
Sure. I can do that.
Okay.
Oh,
The
cool.
so the glare that she sends to you reflects a fury that is unaccustomed to anyone of her size. However, I'm going to also make that intelligence save count as an insight, whereas right here, you fucked up. As Alman sort of turns to your captain, to Astrea, I don't usually have defendants talk while I'm unless I ask them to defend themselves. Please keep your officers in line. You do have the benefit of the doubt, but I do things my own way here on this island, and I would not be reminded. I shouldn't need to remind you of that.
As soon as Farron opened his mouth, Astrea's eyes were as dark as Captain Almond's were, because she knows what faux pas that is.
Okay.
So, Farron, you have two captains staring down at you, telling you, you stay quiet until it's your turn to talk. And
Pax is just like...
I'm putting that on 5 charisma, and the fact that there might have been at some point Hazel. I think while you were talking, Hazel goes, "Don't talk," and Alman goes, "Shh, I was gonna ask him anyways."
And Astrea turning to Hazel and going like, I apologize for the code manners of some of my crew. They still need a bit of schooling, I guess.
I will leave that to your hands then. Right. So, as I said, we do things our way here. And Bayleaf, you should be aware, you would not be the first people to either be recognized as spies or taken for some. And we have our methods. She sort of turns to one of the she turns to actually sort of one of the squirrels that's sitting. Let's see, how had I named them? Could you go and get us Philly Day, please? The chipmunk sort of chirps and sort of rushes across the garden. Right. Now, to be quite honest, my duties as host would make sure that you would be all seated comfortably. However, considering the situation and how dangerous each and one of you has proven to be at this time, I will ask you to endure just a little bit longer. Gizmo, what are you doing during all this?
Oof. Well, for once, I'm relieved that Astrea is not screaming at me. So I'm actually looking at Pax like this, fingers up, like thumbs up, good job. And I'm actually very disappointed at Farron. I'm like when Astrea looks at Farron very disappointedly, I'm like, and when she looks at Pax, I'm like, yes, good job. And I obviously agree with everything she says.
Of course you do.
I thought, yeah, obviously. This is
Of course you do.
the best thing I can do in this moment.
About 10 minutes pass, and you see, as you turn around, something that I think none of you, maybe Astrea, has ever seen. Which is, you see a giant... It be the closest that you could determine, this looks like a multi-limbed praying mantis sort of stepping forward. Bark covered. It almost looks like it has the features of a praying mantis, but the color of a stick bug. So that that perfect sort of camouflage. You, Astrea, have seen these creatures before. This is a tricrine. When I say it is bipedal, arms at the shoulder, and it has two smaller sets of arms, sort of coming from underneath the armpits. Like I said, bark covered. This thing would look perfectly camouflaged against the big tree. There's out from the mandibles, there's a series of clicks and sort of snaps, to which Hazel sort of turns and says, yes, those three. Another series of clicks. As much as you can. And Hazel goes, Alman says, check their dream as well. The bug pretty much comes up to the first of the two. So Tio, the one at the bottom there. So number 2, basically places their hands, their sort of scythe-ended hands on underneath the chin, and there's a luminous rune that seems to be almost underneath the chitin the chitinous sort of shell. So it almost sort of glows from inside. You can see that there's almost that illumination almost sort of refracts through the eye, through the faceted eyes of the creature. As Hazel turns to you, Esther, and goes, Philly here is our fact checker. Every person who joins the island wishing to join the Blood Lilies is checked for the dream.
Interesting.
Series of clicks, snaps, as Philly sort of moves from person to person. And Hazel sort of turns to Alma and says, Philly is adamant. All three of them have had the dream.
And while Philly is checking, Astrea will give the book, the ledger, the
The ledger,
the notebook that we found in the Bailiff's trunk.
Yeah.
Well, puzzle box.
Tiberius sort of answered, I was there, Captain. This was found in Bailiff's quarters, hidden among his things inside the desk. It was quite the puzzle box, too, to find it. Alman sort of nods, sort of opens it up, finds the loose paper, right, with the manuscript from Dander. Goes, huh. Gives it to Hazel, and this time she sort of moves forward, closer to Bayleaf, and goes, well, this about says quite a bit. Now, you've been here for a month or two, from what I understand. You've been productive, you've been helpful, you've been friendly. Now, I would like to know your story. Philly, do you think you can help us maybe dig a little deeper? See if that dream is his or if it was somebody else's he stole. And as that luminous glow starts to grows more intense in the Thrycreen's sort of forehead, you can see it almost reflected, but from the inside through the eyes of Bayleaf. And as we move away from that silent scream of his, we're going to take our break.
Nice.
Right. So, friends, foes, those undeclared. See you next time. Go get a drink, go get something, take a walk, and we'll see you for the rest of the interrogation in part 2.